All right. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Dave's Mixed Reality. We are going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3. This is the first live stream of Baldur's Gate 3 for me. Well, first one was a test stream. This one is the actual whole Let's Play series. So this is going to be a series. This is going to be the first video in that series. I'm going to be playing a character that I've never played before, really in any game. I, generally speaking, don't go for these characters. So this is going to be a new one for me. So just make sure that you subscribe, click the little bell so you make sure that you always know when I'm going to go live. I am going live every Friday at 8 p.m. So we're going to be playing this game until we get through this character's playthrough. So that's going to be super fun for me. And we're going to go through and do it all now. I did a test run, so I kind of know what character that I want to play and which appearance I want. This way we could speed that up, because, you know, that takes a while. So let's go ahead and get over to the game. Boom. All right. So had some technical difficulties beforehand, and I wasn't getting the best audio coming in, so now I finally got that back on track, ready to go. So we are live, audio's going. Just let me know if there's anything that I need to tweak on my end. I am monitoring the levels. It looks pretty good from what I can see, but again, just let me know if I'm too loud or not loud enough, or the game is too loud. I tried to lower it as much as I could, and I'm just going to double check again here and just make sure that the game volume on my mixer, yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. You know, I don't really see any issues. So once again, just let me know if you do happen to think it's a little loud, and I will go ahead and lower that. Alright, let's get to it. It's a brand new character, alright? And we'll go through the cutscenes and everything. Just in case you can't get to this live stream, that's perfectly okay, because I'm going to be splitting up the live stream into hour-long episodes. So I plan on going live and staying on playing with you guys for about 4 to 5 hours. I know, great way to spend a Friday. I'd rather do this than go and do anything else, really. Because this way, you know, it gives me time to do my thing that I like and enjoy. And also, too, it gives Paige her time to do what she wants to do. And, you know, who knows? I'll get her into Dungeons & Dragons eventually. So, I have my character. He's right here. His name is Phyraxx. Alright, and I'll explain more on his backstory when we get to it. So let's go ahead and start up the new game. And we're going to do balanced. I was thinking about doing tactician. Maybe we'll do a playthrough where it's on the hardest difficulty, and we'll see how that goes. You know, of course, hardest difficulty, you know, that's a lot. It's a lot to take on. Alright, so we'll do balanced. That's pretty good. It's tough. It's not too tough. It's a nice balance. So, once again, anybody who comes on and joins in, welcome, welcome. And let's check out this cutscene. Just let me know if it's too loud or if it's not loud enough or anything like that. Of course, I've seen this cutscene before, but I'll shut up for a minute. By the way, these graphics are absolutely insane. For these cutscenes, I was thoroughly impressed. Especially coming from an animator's perspective, to see this, and to see the effort and love that was put into this game, is a real big breath of fresh air. Oh, this is always, yeah. Ugh. They gotta show you, right? I think back to the Matrix when they have the little bug and it goes through his nose. There it is. All right. So now we are in the section of the game where we make our character. I don't really need the tutorial settings, so I was told not to reset. Alright, so just in case this is your first time seeing this game, let's just appreciate the beauty of this music. The score is fantastic, and we're going to go ahead and build our character. Hey, Liam, what's happening, man? Appreciate you. Let me know how the audio is. Is the game too loud? Is it not loud enough? Am I too loud? Just let me know. Really appreciate the help. Alright, so let's go ahead and check this out. So obviously we're going to have our own character, custom origin. But what's really cool for those of you who are new to this is that you can play as any of these origin characters, which that's just, you know, playing as a character that would normally be in the game. So that's really cool. Alright, and today, like I said, we're going to be playing a Dragonborn character. Brand new. I never really... Well, Dragonborns are cool. I've actually never played a Dragonborn character, so it's a few news. It's a few first times for me. So, I'm going to be playing a Dragonborn Sorcerer named Phyraxx. I know, I was trying to think of a cool draconic name. Phyraxx, I thought sounded pretty cool. So, we're going to build Phyraxx. I'm going to go ahead and select Dragonborn here, and like I said, I kind of went through. This is the female Dragonborn. There's the male. Alright. So, Dragonborns are really cool. They're not... Like, the lore is really cool behind them. That they were created by Bahamut. I think it's Bahamut. Not Baphomet. That's a different guy. Bahamut is... which they might have gotten from, you know... Of course, Dungeons & Dragons is created by people, right? So, the story of them is that basically the good... let's see here. Sorry, I'm just getting something that says, not enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Alright, let me mess around with a few things. So I actually was screwing around with the setting. Now, of course, I'm kind of like, I probably shouldn't have messed with anything. I should have just left it the way it was. But of course I saw this video. Which is like, oh yeah, you could upscale stream. So I see that that's not working out too well. And I can't really change it. So again, I am new to this. So give me 2 seconds. So, let me see if I could switch this real fast, and I'll be right back. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Let's see. So it says I won't be able to reconnect, your stream will stop, and you will no longer be live. Alright, I might need to hop off and hop back on again to do this, so just hang tight with me, guys. Hang tight. Okay, so we should be back up and running. I ran into a problem before. I was trying to upscale stream, so I was trying to go from 1080 60, but I was then trying to upscale to 1440 60. I probably should have done that. Probably should have just kept it 1080p 60 FPS. We didn't have any problems the first time, but, you know, hey, I was just trying something out. So, of course, I do have an old computer rig as well. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Probably does. This original build was from 2014, so it's a little old. All right. So I just want to make sure that things are good on that end. Liam, are you still there, brother? Just let me know if things look smooth and it's not buffering and all that. All right, so let's go ahead and create this character because it looks pretty good. At least YouTube's telling me it's good. So, let's see. Yee, all right. You remember Yee the dinosaur? Everybody remember Yee the dinosaur? Yee the dinosaur was great. Those were the days. Smooth sailing. All right, cool. Is it streaming at 1080, Liam?
Where to next?
All right.
What was that?
So, funny thing with this game, right? Body type 1 is actually the female. Body type 2 is the male. Usually they do type A or 1 is the... They swapped it. So the first time I was playing, I'm like, why does my character... Because I selected male, right? And I was like, why the hell does my character still look like a girl? And I realized, I said, oh, I have to switch it up here. It doesn't automatically switch. All right, so first off, let me just get like my class and all that stuff down. So we are going to be... So Phyraxx is a gold dragon with red chromatic dragon ancestry. Right, so for those of you who are into Dungeons & Dragons lore, you can kind of, you'll see that this whole thing is kind of, how can I say it? It's just weird, because normally...
There's magic.
Voice 7. So normally, the chromatic dragons and the metallic dragons, right, there are two different factions, and... sorry, I'm reading what YouTube is yelling at me now again. Okay, well, I don't know why it's yelling at me this time. Apparently my bitrate's too high. I say more is better. Alright, anyway, so gold dragons, right? The metallic dragons and the chromatic dragons are kind of at war with each other. The chromatic dragons usually tend to worship Tiamat, which is this 5-headed Hydra type dragon, so she's really cool. And then you have the metallic dragons, who were created by Bahamut, right? I think that's how you say his name again. So Bahamut, he created the Dragonborn and the metallic dragons to kind of combat the chromatic dragons. So there's this like dragon war that's going on. So it's all nerdy stuff. It's all really cool though. I think it's awesome. So my character, Phyraxx, is going to be a gold metallic dragon with a red chromatic dragon ancestry. And so gold dragons are supposed to be good, right? They're supposed to be, like lawful good type beings. But then I want to have it so it's like, it's not good. It's, he's good, but then sometimes he gets that little bit of that fire red dragon, like, get that like little tweak where he goes off, So, just a cool idea that I was thinking of. Anyway, I don't know why YouTube is... I mean, it's showing me it's spinning. I'm looking at the screen. I have no idea if it's going or not. But, again, first time doing this on a big grand level. So, I just want to double check a couple things here. So, let me just see. Looks like my first live just didn't work. So, current live, let's see here. Again, just want to make sure it's working right. Viewer's end is good. Okay, yeah, thanks, Liam. Like I said, man, I'm looking at it. It's saying it's buffering here for me. That might just be for me. All right, cool. So, again, first time doing this, guys. What can I say? All right, so like I was saying, it's cool, like the way that I plan this character out. So we're gonna By the way, let's just appreciate the graphics on here. The graphics, especially for the Dragonborn, I mean, I've never seen, as a 3D animator from a animation perspective, when it comes to video games, I have never seen dragons that look really good. And this game makes the dragons look really good, I have to say. Yeah, they really did a great job. Alright, so what do we got here? I wasn't sure whether or not to go with the Jaws of Ruin, which is this jaw. That's what I originally had planned. Or this Royal Plateau looks pretty cool, too. I think I might just go with the Jaws of Ruin, though. It works pretty well. Yeah, as you can see, there's a whole bunch of different character options, so if you're a character creator, you're going to be here a long time. And I had, I had gold 11, so the color gold 11. A little darker, there we go. I always like some darkness. Which, by the way, if you want to be a gold dragon with black, like, you could literally make your dragon whatever you want. That's the cool thing about this game, is that you can literally go through and you could just pick whatever you want. So if you want to play as an amethyst dragon, and amethyst dragon is not really a thing, well, guess what? You could just make your character purple. You know? The possibilities are really endless. But I'm going to play by the rules. So I'll do gold 11. I think that looks pretty good. Body art, I'm not going to do piercings or any of that. You can't see it. Now, as for eyes, this is the red dragon part. So I want to... Yeah. There we go. I want to have those bright red flaming eyes. See that? So, just again, you got a little bit of that red dragon ancestry. I don't know what looks better, though. That's a little bit deeper red. That's a little bit more bright burning red. It's a deeper red. I like these. We'll go with these. Alright, cool. So, we'll do that. Makeup. I don't know if you want to give your dragon makeup. I don't want to give my dragon makeup. But if you're making a dragon or any other character, you got makeup. And I'll give him a tail. Not all Dragonborn have tails, but I kind of want a tail. Let's see. That's kind of like a crocodile tail. I did have this tail. Tail 3. Well, tail C, rather. Now that I'm thinking about it. It's a little too spiky. I don't really like going overboard on the spiky. We'll just do this. Just do what I had. Just do what I had. Alright, like I said, we could sit here forever and do this. So, there's our gold dragon. So now, let's switch up the class. We're gonna do sorcerer. So some cool things about sorcerer and dragons, and especially in Dungeons and Dragons. You can go through over here, and you can... I'm just gonna pick a couple cantrips quick. Let's do that. Firebolt is always good. And then, what did I have on before? Thought I had Mage Hand. Oh, yep, there it is. Mage Hand. Mage Hand is always useful. Nothing like having a floating hand help you out. Spells. I'm going to keep Chromatic Orb and Magic Missile. I just feel like they're the most useful on here. I mean, I could do things like Shield, but then again, I think about it, right? You know, I could use Shield. I mean, when you're about to be hit by an enemy, increase your armor class by 5. That is pretty useful, actually. But the way that I'm going to build this character out, though, so he's a sorcerer, but he's going to be almost like a barbaric sorcerer. So I eventually want to be able to give him heavy armor and be able to two-hand weapons, you know? So not always a quarterstaff user, you know what I mean? Like, I want him to be able to pull out a big greatsword and just lop somebody in half. So now here's the cool part. So I'm glad that they have this in this game, because they don't have everything in this game, but they do have this. So draconic bloodline, right? So for those of you who know, right? This is definitely the right pick for me, right? So draconic bloodline, your veins carry draconic magic, the result of a powerful dragon ancestor. So what's cool about this is that you get the hit points, right? So already I'm going to be immune to fire, or not immune, but resistant to fire. I could technically choose another resistance, I think. Or no, nope, never mind. This is just increasing my armor class. So either way, right? Draconic bloodline. So now I get to choose my dragon ancestor. So I'm going to choose red, which it's cool because now I actually have these red markings on me. See? So it's almost like, again, you know, like I'm a gold red dragon. Which again, that's kind of like sacrilege to the dragons. That's like a no-no. All right, and we're gonna go with Sage as my background. There's all these different backgrounds, which is really cool. But I'm gonna go with Sage because of the sorcery, right? My other character, Brutalis, I chose Soldier because it just makes sense. Athletics, intimidation, that whole thing. Whereas this, we're still gonna be pretty athletic for a sorcerer because we're a Dragonborn. So I'm gonna go with Sage instead to bump up those other abilities, which are very useful. So when we get to abilities, here we go. All right. So this is what they recommend, but we're gonna throw all that out. So I wrote down what the numbers should be that I planned on. So let's see. I'm just going to, you know what, I'm just going to clear it all. And I'm going to do what I need to do here. Dexterity is at 11. Then we have Constitution at 13. Intelligence at 11. Wisdom, we have a 10. And then that should be there. So we have 15, 11, 13, 15, 11, 13, 11, 10, 16. Right, so that should be a pretty solid class. Now we're going to go here to skill proficiencies, and I decided to put these into religion, and let's see, have that. Persuasion is there. Deception. No, what did it do? Insight. Yeah, so I have... Alright, so there's no negatives. That was my... I don't want there to be any negatives. So, persuade... Of course, I didn't write down the actual numbers that these should have been at. But that's okay. I don't really need deception, intimidation. I think persuasion is fine. I could go with intimidation, really, if I wanted to be a little bit more, you know, fiery. But gold dragons, they are considered to be a little bit nicer. So I think that would be actually pretty good. Yeah, because I have Arcana, History, Religion, Persuasion. Arcana, History, Religion. So I have Insight. Wait a minute. There we go. Yep. Okay, cool. That's good. We're good. Got it. All right. Nice. So I forget when you actually type in the name, which I'm guessing it's on the next screen over. So we will proceed. I think we're good. You know what? It's kind of like when you leave for a trip and you're about to like get in a car and drive away and you always feel like you forgot something, but I think we're good. That happens to me all the time. Yeah. Okay. So, Oh, here's the character name. Here we go. Tav. That's what it gives me. Tav. Alright. Phyraxx. There we go. Phyraxx, the dragon. Alright. Nice. I'm happy with this. I think this is good. Alright, cool. Let's do it.
You need a guardian.
And then I forgot about the Guardian. So here's the Guardian. So in the game, you'll see, but let's pick a Guardian here. Who do we want our Guardian to be? Which I did turn the nudity off, so the nudity is off. At least I think it is. Pretty sure it is. I checked before, so we don't get in trouble. All right. Who should we have as a guardian? A gnome? Gnome guardian? Half-orc guardian? Do we want a female or do we want a male guardian? My other guardian in my other playthrough is an elf. Angelic looking dude. You could do a dwarf though. That'd be kind of funny. Have a dwarf guardian. Let's see here. That's the thing though, I have no idea about all this other stuff here. So, I didn't get far enough in the game to actually see if any of this matters.
Remarkable.
Follow your instinct.
Good luck. Follow your instincts.
Alright.
Don't be afraid.
See, that voice, I feel like, just does not match a dwarf at all. Let's just do... maybe we'll do like a human. Let's see here. Actually, you know, why don't I make it almost like Brutalist? I mean, if I had to make Brutalist right now, we're going to be here for a while. Because I don't even remember what colors I picked for him. Alright, we won't go nuts. Let's just do, let's just do an elf. Or a Githyanki. Dude, Githyanki, that'd be cool. See, this is the problem, right? Is I could sit here and I could play with this all day. Alright. Could use a tiefling. You know what, let's just do elves. Elf is cool. High elf or wood elf. Maybe we'll do a high elf. And I don't know, we'll do that. Make him look like Legolas or something. We should probably make him look kind of intense since we have a Dragonborn. Make him look like Darth Maul or something. We gotta change his hair. Alright. Make him look like Dee Schneider from Twisted Sister. Do something like that. Let's see. I think this is the... it's like the Legolas. we have like a mohawk? Dreads. That's like the Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's like the Obi-Wan Kenobi mullet. Alright, we'll just do this. Maybe braids. We'll do braids. Of course, I'm going to change my mind again. Yeah, we'll do that. Then, let's see here. We'll give him a scar, maybe. Give him kind of a scar. I can't even see what the hell we're doing on him. Alright. Scar. No, we don't need any of that. Body art and stuff. This really doesn't matter. Give him like hazelnut eyes. Makeup. I don't know. Do we want makeup? I think we could do makeup. I'd rather do this body art thing. Starting to look like a wrestler. You know what? We're gonna do none of it. Just gonna give him the scar. That's pretty cool. Hazelnut eyes, sure. Let's go with that. We're gonna do... We'll give him some midnight eyeshadow. Lip tint. We don't need that. Hair. Hair's good. Color. Elves are... You know, I always see elves with like... Nah, that's too much. This is too cyberpunk. Let's do, what is this? Brown gold. You know what? I'm hating this eye makeup even more. Where is the makeup? Just get rid of it. Yeah, that works. Alright, cool. Nice. Oh, highlights, some brown highlights. There we go. Alright, cool. Graying? No, he's not graying. Don't need that. Alright, cool. So, there we go. Done. Alright. That took us quite some time. Here we go. Back to the cutscene. Now, by the way, this is probably one of the coolest cutscenes in gaming, I have to say. It's just the graphics are so good. then now the dragons come out. I just love that. Like, rips the arm off, and like he feels it too. That's the coolest thing. The attention to detail in this game is just so good. It really is epic. That's for sure. Like I said, this game is probably the best. I think it's the best depiction of dragons that we've had in a game in a long time. I mean, Skyrim did pretty well, definitely, but you know, this is really good. You know, I like the style they went for. I like the realism component. It's really, really cool, and the graphics, again, I mean, even on the Mind Flayers, these guys here, they just look so good. Oh, yeah. All right. Now we start. Let's do it. Finally. Nothing goes fast in Baldur's Gate 3. Alright, looks like we're in Avernus. At least that's what it looks like. Pretty sure that's what it's called, Avernus. It's where all the demons are and stuff. Alright. Let's get to work. Now I actually need to do things. I have to not die now. Right. Alright, there we are. Alright, so I forget what is actually...
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Alright. First roll of the game. And we got a 7. All
You
right.
notice nothing more than meets the eye.
Oh, I guess I reached toward the pool. Oh, alright. It exploded. Alright, cool. What do we got in here? Ruptured Mind Flayer pod. Alright, nothing in there. Oh, dead Mind Flayer. And we got a stone. Alright. Alright. Oh, that's cool. Alright, nice. I forget what I start with. I'm just going to look at the inventory real quick. Alright, so I have a couple healing potions, scroll resurrection. Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check. Look at how the doors are called sphincters. Let's just appreciate that for a second. Alright. Nope, let's get through. Alright.
Another step forward.
Alright, so a few lootable bodies. We got gold. Alright.
A schematic of an nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship.
Let's see what we got over here.
Mind Flayer horticulture.
Alright. Eldritch
1,000
tablet.
years of humanoid history. Elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
Alright. And then we got some creepy help us. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but let's take the elevator up. That's not creepy. Alright. Just a tad creepy. Twitching body, saying help us. Oh, look, there it
Save
is.
us from this place.
Delicious, isn't
From
it?
this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
Alright. Let's see.
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the Mind Flayers who abducted you.
Alright, well, we're just gonna destroy that brain. Alright, cool. Well, we don't want to deal with any of that now, do we? Let's see, Mind Sanctuary, Brain Jar, delicious, absolutely delicious. Alright, Brain Jar, Brain Jar, Brain Jar. Alright, let's keep moving. Alright. Now this is pretty cool. Got the dragons flying around, fighting the actual ship, right? I mean, look at this. This is so cool. That's the thing. The graphics are fantastic.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
My head. What is this?
Alright.
You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Alright.
We carry Mind Flayer parasites. Unless we escape.
Yep.
Unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted.
The whole Mind Flayer
Within days,
parasite
we
thing
will
is
begin.
it's pretty cool.
Mind Flayers.
Alright.
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority.
Alright, so we gotta escape.
First, we exterminate the imps. Then
And
find them
yep, we
and
gotta
take
kill these
control.
imps.
We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
So what's really cool about this game is that they talk about like the material plane, the celestial plane. There's all these different planes of existence. It's just really cool to me because a lot of the concepts that I've explored myself are in this game. You know what I mean? Like they're in the world of D&D, which is really interesting. All right, so here's combat. This is what it looks like. It's turn-based, and it's very similar to actual Dungeons & Dragons combat. So a lot of people who had issues with the game initially, who tried it, did not like this aspect of it, which, you know, again, it's just part of it. And then because I'm a dragon, I get to use my fire breath. So that's pretty cool. But I can only use it once per short rest, so it's kind of like you use it once, and that's really it. Alright, cool. So throw a true strike on there. Turn. Lysel's actually really, really good. Alright. Cool. She's okay. Alright, so I can just main hand attack, but I'm a wizard. So I'm gonna use this.
Time to strike.
Alright. Cool. Like I said, she's pretty good. Again, sorcerers are not exactly the most adept at fighting. So we will see. Again, I'm not used to this.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the
Alright,
helm.
so then now what you could actually do is you can go ahead and loot. So
What path lies before me?
a good thing to do is to just kind of loot most of everything. I like to, at least. You know, some people I'm sure don't really loot much. Alright, so let's do this. Crossbow. Got here some gold. Let's go back up here. Looks like there's a dead thrall. Cool, more gold. A little bit of a cradle, I guess, to sleep in. What's cool is that these Mind Flayer ships, they have these restoration points. Which, again, the game is really good about not, you know, completely messing you up. Short sword. I'm not going to equip really anything else just yet. I want to just get off of this ship first. So I'll just use whatever I got. And again, these graphics are really cool. There is a save feature in the game. I've been trying to think about how to handle the saving. So, here's what I normally do.
Machinery. I can make no
I'm going to go ahead and save the game. Okay, and as you can see, there's Brutalis. Here's Phyraxx. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game. Anytime there is a big part of the game coming up, I like to save. Here's kind of my thing. If my main character dies, like, I would like to get through the game without any characters dying. We have enough Scrolls of Resurrection that there should not be a permanent death in the game. You should always be able to revive. But, you know, if my character dies and a fight it really doesn't look like it's going our way, I'm going to load the previous save. I'm just going to do it. You know, I don't want to lose the main character. It's just a choice. We could do another playthrough where once the character dies, they die. Except the main character, of course. But, you know, we'll get there when we get there. Otherwise, right now, what I want to do is I just want to play through the game. I don't want the characters to die, so if anybody dies permanently, I'm resaving, like I'm loading the game. Or again, if a fight is just really not going our way, we'll start over. We'll try again. Just want to throw that out there.
Man isn't dead, but he's totally unresponsive.
Alright, totally unresponsive. Okay, I'm gonna not mess with that. And here we have another friend.
Get me out of this damn thing! We have no time for stragglers.
Alright, nice.
Warding runes. You feel them drawing energy from the console near to the pod.
Are you satisfied? We need to go. Hurry! Please!
Alright,
The console appears dormant.
let's get her out of there. So this is cool. There's different
Console hums to life.
sorcerer stuff. Again, this is completely new for me. I've never actually played any sort of magic casting character, so this is all new stuff.
The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than perhaps it will open the nearby pod.
Alright, let's get her out of there.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Alright, so we did a...
You feel the biomechanical brain.
We basically
console
used
process
the
your
console.
command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Alright, nice.
At last. Thought I was done.
Alright, Miss Shadowheart.
Thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed
Alright.
with wariness, because you have a gift with you.
You keep dangerous company. Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Alright, I like that.
Shadow
Let's get going. Alright.
One moment. It's nothing. Trust me. Enough of this chatter. We need... She's right.
Alright,
Lead on.
let's get this go. Let's get the ball rolling. So that's pretty cool though. They have these like pods and stuff. They lock everybody in. Alright, so we can access this console. Looks like, alright, there's a little brain running around. Let's unlock this here. Alright, we got a necklace over here.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain.
I'm gonna
a
take this
Githyanki
brain in the
warrior,
jar.
And centuries of
And
darkness.
the cool thing is, I'm just gonna pick up this whole chest. Screw it. I'll just take it with me. Alright, let's go to the sphincter. Alright, let's see what we got in here. So we got death thrall. We got a gold key. Alright. It's probably what opens that chest. I totally forget.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
Let's see here. Just gonna drop this. Yep, there we go. Alright. Another dead thrall up here. Then we'll deal with whoever's in this pod. Alright. Take that.
Those controls next to the pod.
The dazed woman is trapped inside the pod.
Alright, well, let's see what this does. We'll push it.
As you place your hand,
Change her. Changed at the pull of a lever.
Wow.
How?
Whoops.
If we are not purified.
Skipped
this
it.
will be our fate.
But that woman became a Mind Flayer. So if we go back over here, as you can see,
the newborn Mind Flayer stares
now a
at
Mind
you,
Flayer.
weak and dazed.
That's what they do. They put the parasites in people's minds, and then what ends up happening is they become Mind Flayers. And that is how they replicate all that good stuff. And the Mind Flayers are really cool. They have this organic type of... it's like just like an organic... like, I mean, as you can see, like we're in this like fleshy looking ship. And it's just really cool. Oh. Alright, cool. So the machine made them hostile. Fantastic. Let's see here. We'll do guiding bolt. That guy. Alright, cool. This guy should go down one hit. Okay, missed.
Life comes easy these days.
Alright. Ugh, alright. Come on.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Alright. There we go.
Something the matter? Besides the obvious, pondering my name won't get us off this ship.
Alright, so
Let's stow the small
just talking to
talk until we're
Shadowheart
safe,
real
shall we?
quick.
Well, jumping overboard is hardly provided we can figure out how to do that, of course.
Alright.
I'm right behind you.
Just keep it going. No sense in talking to these characters just yet. They're not really going to say anything. Where's that other body? That guy... oh, that guy's over here. See what he's got. A bottle and some gold. Let's just take the gold. We'll leave the bottle.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
Here, we'll heal it up. Heal up real quick. These are only in this ship. Outside in the world, unfortunately, there's none of that. Another restoration point, just in case you really got beat up. It's in this aquarium.
Old things. Wonder what plane they're from.
Alright. So,
We're nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Kanyak.
alright. So, before we go through this sphincter... let's just save again. Just because... again, I just like to save. And you know what? You know, in this next part, I'm kind of curious if we could do something. I wonder if we can kill one of these guys. Nice. Nice. Hey, what's going on? Full moon rising. Alright.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the gate after we escape.
Alright. Few guys here.
This thing's falling fast. Got to right it.
So we have 15 turns to basically loot whatever's here and just keep it going. So again, I'm gonna try and just grab whatever I can, and yeah. Oh, Shadowheart. All right. Shadowheart never hits anything, so you know, we'll see how that goes in this campaign. All right.
Have to keep going.
Let's move over here. And, does this thing have any resistance? Not that it matters. Poison. Alright, cool. We're just gonna use Chromatic Orb. Alright. Alright.
I am fury. I am death.
I don't think that these things actually have, yeah, they have nothing useful. Oh, I forget. Something explodes. Could blow something up. Alright. So, let's just keep it going. I think those Nautiloid tanks you can blow up. Yep. Okay, cool. So that's pretty good. I don't know if we can kill this Commander Zalek guy. I mean, he's a level 8. It's a bit much. I don't think so, but
On my way.
we could always see. We're gonna have to probably jump over this here. Alright, I'm just gonna get us over here.
Ignore the devil. We must take the transponder.
Alright, I don't know if I could actually throw anything. Like I said, this is going to be a new thing for me. Because normally I play a character that's strong enough to throw stuff. Actually. You know what? We'll suck them in to there. Alright.
I will ascend.
Cool. Okay, that really didn't do anything. I was hoping it would actually damage these guys, but it really doesn't. Alright. They're duking it out. Let's just get to the end. Up, and there's Paige joining in on the fun. I'm just gonna pick this thing up. Can I throw this? Nah. All right. Let's just get out of here.
Got to
I'm
move.
just gonna run through all the fire. There we go.
Hurry before they strike.
All right. Again, this is why we stream for 4 hours. This game is long. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and run through the fire here. Alright, cool. And just because I am on fire, I'm just gonna heal myself real quick.
Fury, I am dead.
Same thing here. I'm just gonna use dash. Even though we got plenty of time, I would rather fight these dudes on the other side.
My path be true.
Alright, so we got through.
Spine is mine.
Yeah, no, he's gonna kill this other dude. His healing word. Heal up real quick. I mean, yeah, no, this Commander's Alec guy is not dying. Let's just loot some stuff. Alright. Cool.
Survival is all that matters.
Second turn.
These boots have seen
Yeah, you know, the Mind Flayers, I don't really know what to think of the Mind Flayers, you know? Like, they're alright, I guess. And let's see here. Alright. And we still have 12 turns, so we have plenty of turns to actually get to the other end here. Lysel, I'm just gonna heal real quick.
Taking position.
Alright. I'm not gonna bother fighting that thing. Because again, it's a level 8. We're level 1s. It's not really worth it. Alright. Yeah, he's gonna end up actually oh, no, never mind. Now, I don't know. I don't know if we can kill Commander Zalek, or Zalok, whatever his name is. We might be able to. I have no idea, though. Probably not. I really probably shouldn't waste my time, but, you know, part of me really just wants to see. You know, we might be able to kill him. But this Mind Flayer may die. Because I am curious. Even though I'm running out of spell slots. The cantrips can only do so much. Throw a True Strike on him. Yeah, these imps are gonna kill us before this dude will.
My path be true.
Yeah, Lysel's great. She's fantastic. Really gets the job done.
Take this shit, or Dario will have your head.
Alright, then we have this dude right here. Thanks, thanks Shadowheart. Shadowheart is known to basically do no damage. She misses constantly. She's terrible. She's useful as a cleric, though. Like, she's great for healing. That necrotic thing she's got is awesome. She has some really kick-ass abilities. At the end of the day, though, I mean, you know, we just have to touch this thing, so we're pretty close. I don't think there's anything else. I haven't really looked up, like, if there's any Easter eggs or any hidden items somewhere here in this section of the ship. Because we do have so much time. But it's also the beginning area, so... But, let's see here. Just gonna shoot at this guy. Why not? Now these other dudes are coming, so... We don't want to have to fight them, too.
Come a little closer.
It would be a fun challenge, though, to try and beat them. Oh, what's going on? Okay, cool. We're back here. Why not? I'll buff the Mind Flayer. Oof, critical miss. All right.
I will ascend.
We're never gonna kill this dude. So let's just hit the button. Oh, not enough movement. All right. So if not enough movement. All right, whatever.
On the move.
Let's just get there at least. Yeah. Up here comes these dudes. Yeah. Yeah, the Mind Flayer's dead.
Your turn now.
Yeah, Mind Flayer's dead. We're about to be dead.
Have to keep going.
Not enough
Choice but to
movement.
keep going.
God. Watch, I'm not gonna have enough movement. Okay, can I get there? I can. Haha. Right, nice. Wait! What's over here? Never mind. We'll just hit it. We are out of time.
The helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
Thing's just a giant brain. Oof. I got a dragon. I love that red on him. It's actually really made the character quite cool to have the red, like the red dragon scales and all that, like the red on it and all that, and you know, with the gold. It's definitely cool. I'm not really a gold kind of guy. Not a big gold person, but gold dragon, not bad. Not a bad look. All right. Just checking, make sure no one's trying to get a hold of me or asking me where the stream is. All right. Okay, so while we wait for this to load up, how's everybody doing? All right, I'm just checking my hard drive and all that kind of stuff. Just want to make sure things are copacetic. Like I said, this is a rig from 2014. So we're going back. Ah, Paige is over here blowing up my chat. Hi, Paige. Since I don't have the green screen on, she could always poke her head in. Alright, here we go. We have the ship now. Imagine seeing that. Alright, I say that all the time. I'm like, dude, imagine if I'm just like chilling out and all of a sudden I see this insane like alien ship come out of the air, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, what do you even do? How do you even respond to that? Paige is grabbing some Kangen water. Go ahead. Oof. Alright. Levitating. There we go. Up. Drop to the floor. Wonder what happened there. Some cool levitation stuff. No, Paige, that's okay. You don't have to go crazy. Alright, so waking up here again. Like, imagine waking up from that.
The tadpole squirms in your skull.
All right, let's see.
The chaos of the crash site.
Check myself for injuries. I'm a dragon.
You'll need to find
What
a
injuries?
settlement or landmark, and you'll need to do it quickly. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
All right. So we're just gonna go ahead and save again, since this is the actual game now. Well, it's actually saving for me. Something that you guys should keep in mind with this game when you play is that the saves, like the autosaves and stuff, I have trust issues when it comes to computers. That's actually something I used to tell my students all the time. I don't trust computers. One of my students, Ryan, actually made me a shirt that says I don't trust computers. And it's true. I do not trust computers. I really don't. So I like to always save and just double check. Now the graphics, I could turn them down, but as long as everything looks somewhat okay over stream, I'm getting a tiny bit of lag here and there, but you know, nothing major. And the computer has not exploded yet, so I think we're doing okay. All right, we got Shadowheart on the floor here. Now let's wake her up.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible? I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
All right.
No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer.
Healer.
We might have escaped,
Right.
but we still have these little
She's a
monsters
cleric,
in
and
our
she's
heads.
like, oh, we need a healer. It's like, you are the healer. You're the healer. Come on now. Let's see here. Let's see.
You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us.
And the Gith, that's Gith Yankee, so that's Lizel. Lizel's a Gith Yankee.
We need each other.
So
And we both know what's at stake.
let's stick
Something in better
together.
company.
Good old Shadowheart. Alright, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't.
It is true though, like
I'll remember that.
you might be able to, like,
Either way.
again, I have no idea what are the possibilities in this game, but I'm guessing you could probably either just leave Shadowheart straight up, or you could just leave her in the pod and kill her. You know what I mean? Like, I have no idea, like, what you can do in this game, but I'm guessing that's one of the options. You can really do anything. So, alright, we'll take whatever we can find. I'm really bad at this. I end up actually searching every nook and cranny. But in this game, if you do search every nook and cranny, you are actually rewarded, which is pretty cool. Just to make sure I don't skip anything, like to find, if you hold down Alt, it actually tells you what's in the area to take a look at. So gold, intellect devourer. We killed one of those. That's when we stuck our thumb inside the dude's brain. We killed an intellect devourer.
Fresh water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
Shanties for the bitch queen. Alright, that's kind of funny. And even the books are actually worth money, like for trading, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab that. Alright. Alright, is that what that said? Bitch queen. Perfumed letter. Alright. What's this? I love you. There, I said it. And if you meet me tomorrow, I'll say it again and again. I'll keep on saying it till we're old and gray. So let's do it. Let's go to Baldur's Gate. I know it's risky, but so staying here. The last few months have been hard, but they're always a little easier when you're there. Leave your boat and meet me at the hill overlooking the old bridge. Bring whatever company you can carry. We'll make do without the rest. Don't be late. Love, Anna. Well, Anna, your man's dead. So, just gonna throw that out there. Alright. So, there's a combat situation up here, I do believe, if I remember correctly. I'm just gonna go ahead and meander around. Check some of these barrels and stuff. It's always good to find potions and... Again, don't pick up everything you find, but then again, when you're first starting the game, if you want to go ahead and pick up everything, you go for it. Thieves' tools are really important. We're going to need these because Asterion has lockpicking, but just in case we don't have lockpicking, we could use the Thieves' tools. So let's see. Alright, cool thing about the game is you have these ancient sigils, which are basically fast travel points. So we have a fast travel point right here, and it's right next to this ancient door. Okay. Now, we have to lockpick this door. I'm not going to do that yet, though. So let's go underneath the bridge here. Alright, so we got some dead bodies here.
More of those wretched things.
Yep. More of those wretched things. Got that right. I hate those little brains. Alright. So, unfortunately, we did not roll too high on the initiative check.
Vicious
Alright, there we
filth.
go.
Best keep some distance, or this will be a short fight.
Vicious filth. Some strong wording. Alright. So basically, Shadowheart, like I was saying, she kind of sucks in the fact that she doesn't actually ever hit anything. Let's just try our Dragon Breath. Let's see what this is like. That's cool. Nice. Okay. Ooh. So, I'm going to be squishy for a little while, being that I am a sorcerer. And I am not used to being squishy. I'm usually the strong, like the super strong character, all that stuff. So to be squishy, it's a little strange.
Another fight. Let's go.
Yeah, I guess I could just attack. Yeah. So can I shove this thing? No. See, the other thing is I'm used to being able to shove people. I should have healed. Watch, I'm gonna go down. Yep. Alright, so basically when this happens, you're rolling for death saves. So you just have to either heal your companion. Right, so I just healed, so I can get up. Like, that's all good. Again, obviously, we don't want that to keep happening. But it's gonna happen. Especially, once again, like I said, I am a squishy character, which I am not used to playing. Great.
Time to push my luck again.
Alright, so... I can't actually attack right now. Can I throw something? It's not even like I have a void bomb or anything. Alright, let's just see what happens. Yep, went down again. Oh, this is embarrassing.